Okay, 5.6 independent events. The independent events are the outcome of one event does not affect the outcome of the other. A and B are independent, so the probability of them both happening would be the probability of one times the probability of the other. Mokhtar and Chantal are playing a die and coin game. Each turn consists of rolling a regular die and tossing a coin. Points are awarded for rolling a 6 on the die and or tossing heads with a coin. So you can see how the events with the dice and the coin are not related. There will never be an overlap. So you get 1 point if you get either outcome. So if you've had a 6 on the dice, and then you would have had a tail on your coin, obviously, or if you didn't roll a 6 but you got the head. So you get 1 point. You get 3 points if you get both things, and no points awarded if you get neither. Okay, so we're going to figure the whole situation out. Okay, so there's 4 events that could possibly happen. Probability of the 6 and tail. So you get this but not that, so that would be 1 point. You'd have the probability of not 6 and a heads, so that would be a 1 point. Probability of a 6 and a heads would be for 3 points. Probability of a not 6 and a tail would be no points. Okay, so the probability of 6 is 1 out of 6, and tails is 1/2, so that probability is 1/12. The probability of not getting a 6 is 5/6, and a head 1/2, so that's 5/12. The probability of 6, so that's 1 out of 6, heads 1/2, so the probability of them both is 1/12. And the probability of not getting a 6 and a tail, so that's 5/12. Okay, so you can see that those are all situations, and you can see that if I add them all up, that totals 1, right? Because that's the whole, all the possible combinations. So 1 point, the chances of getting that are 1/12 plus 5/12. So it was either this or that, right? Because this is where you won with the die but not the coin, where you didn't win with the die but you won with the coin. So that actually ends up being 6/12 or 1/2. To win both, you would have to get a 6 and a head, so that's 1/12. And to have neither outcome would be 5/12. Okay? And you also know you could do like a complement thing where to have neither would be 1 subtract if you had had something, so 1 subtract 7/12. Okay, so that's the probability that he, the scores for this each score. So there's 1,000 tickets for a charity raffle, and they're placed in a drum, and you're going to draw for the tickets. So 2 tickets are going to be drawn. The first prize gets a grand prize, and the second draw, they'll win a consolation prize. After the draw, the winning ticket gets put back in. So Max has bought 5 tickets. So determine the probability that he will win at least 1 prize. So again, there's 2 methods. You could do the complement, so 1 minus the probability of no prize. So that would obviously be the quickest. So you could go probability of first but not second, plus the probability of not first but they get the second, and the probability that they get both. So those are the 4. So there's either no prizes, you would win the first but not the second, not the first and you would get the second, or you could win both. Okay, so these both should have the same answer. So the probability of no prize, so on the first draw and the second draw. Okay, so if winning is 5 out of 1,000, so the odds of losing are 995 out of 1,000. Okay, so that comes, I'm going to give you the decimal like that. So it's like 0.9975%. So it's really close to a 1% chance. Okay, so if I did it the long way, so if you win on the first, but not the second, plus if you don't win on the first, but you win on the second, and the probability of winning on both would be 5 out of 10,000 squared. Okay, so if you add all that up, it does come to the same number. Tanya estimates that her probability of passing French is 0.7 and her probability of passing chemistry is 0.6. Determine the probability that Tanya will pass both French and chemistry. So pass French times pass chemistry, so her probability is 42%. She'll pass French, so that's a 0.7, but fail chemistry. So if she had a 0.6 chance of passing chemistry, that would be a 0.4 chance of failing. So 28% chance that would happen. And what happens for failing both of them? So failing French, she has a 3.3 chance, and failing chemistry a 0.4. So there is a 12% chance that she would fail both.